Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rain or Shine Sports Network. I'm your host tonight, Tom Cetera, along with some extended guests here. We've got quite a crew together of experts. We'll be talking about all of the playoff games coming up this weekend, looking back at last weekend's games in the pro and college. And then we'll do some in-depth analysis and predict our games and maybe even come up with some parlays at the end of this thing. Can't miss parlays. So Tyler will guarantee his picks will be
It's
winners.
a lock. It's a lock.
All right. So I'm joined tonight by Robbie and Tyler and Rob and Travis and Brant. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing well.
We're all over the West Coast. I'm up in Washington. Rob's in Washington. Tyler, where the heck do you live now? Are you in Idaho or?
I live right on the Idaho-Oregon border, but on the Idaho side, the good side. I'm in Fruitland, Idaho.
Okay. Travis, where are you guys at?
We're in Weiser, Idaho, so we're right across the river too.
And Robbie's down in Albany, Oregon. So we've got, there's 4 states. Well, 3 states, I guess. 1, 2, 3. I got to count here. 3 states represented anyway.
Math.
Yeah, math. Yeah, that's it. All right, so let's take a look at last week's games to start with. Some surprises along the way. We'll get into that as we go. All right, Rams-Panthers. Rams 34, Panthers 31. Bears over the Packers. That was a good game, wasn't it? 31-27. Bills over the Jags, 27-24. 49ers over the Eagles, 23-19. All 4 of those games, a team that was ahead at the 2-minute warning lost the game, just to kind of bring that up. Patriots over the Chargers, 16-3. Texans, 30-6 over Pittsburgh. And that was the wild card round for the NFL. What do we think about those games there? Any big surprises to anyone? Anyone?
For me, it was the Steelers.
Just laying an egg like they did?
6 points?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I called that.
Did you?
Well, I wasn't surprised. I said that he was just going to game manage, and he wouldn't throw a pick, and he didn't want to embarrass himself, and he was just going to throw outs and throw 16 for 29 and have 143 yards and not do anything impressive. That's what they did.
So on our weekly shows, we have the Rain team and the Shine team of the week. So the Rain team is the team that the most disappointing, kind of underachieves. So which team do you think that fits? There's about 3 of them that could possibly be. Pittsburgh could be in that boat. Myself, I think the Chargers, for me, were probably the worst, losing 16-3 to New England. It could be Green Bay ahead the way they were, 21-3 at halftime and losing 31-27.
I would say it's Green Bay because of the amount of time that was left in the game, the lead they gave up, and to not a great team. Let's be honest, Chicago's not a top tier team. They, everyone's got a chance. You never know, but they're not a great team. And the way that Green Bay let them come back with that amount of time was a disaster.
All right. Anyone else? Robbie?
Mine was definitely the Chargers.
Okay. Travis?
Actually, go ahead, Travis. Sorry.
Who you got, Brant? Probably Green Bay because they blew it.
Yeah, that they did.
Well, and then to kind of wrap this up, to be honest with you, I thought it was the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
So let's be honest. Saquon Barkley.
London champs are supposed to do a little better.
Yeah, they should have done a whole lot better than they did. Saquon Barkley didn't get the ball enough. I thought the play calling was ridiculous. And, I mean, even when they had a chance to win it, they have a timeout, and they came up with a play that got thrown in, where Hurts had to throw into quadruple coverage.
Yeah.
Are you really? I mean, the Niner defense isn't bad, but as banged up as that team is, I mean, honestly, Philadelphia should have taken a little more advantage, and they didn't. They just let them stick around, and then McCaffrey got his 2 touchdowns, and all of a sudden,
Yep.
now they, Sirianni had to fire that offensive coordinator, much to everybody's, non-surprise, and
Yeah, and they had to too. I mean, there's just
oh
no
God,
way.
yeah, yeah,
no,
oh.
no, no two ways about that. So, how about the best team of the week? Who surprised you the most in a good way?
I want to
Anybody
say
on
I want to say Buffalo. I know their game wasn't impressive, but they did what it took to win the ball game. Shakir, 12 catches, 7 yards a catch at like 80 something yards, just getting first downs. Allen, 5 incomplete passes. Cook didn't run the ball
No, he
very
didn't.
well. I mean, he got his touches, but he was only averaging 3 a carry. Let's be honest. Allen was the guy that was running it. And what surprises me, or what I just got to say about that game, is how tough he was. The hand on the helmet. He was battling stuff from the very first play of the game, and the way he played the game to have those runs that mattered when it mattered, to get 2 touchdowns, to only 27-33. They really couldn't have made any mistakes and won that game, and they didn't.
All right.
So-
Anybody else? Go.
Yeah, how about the 2 teams on the bye?
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. They were the most impressive. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, let's be honest. I mean, I don't think there was. I mean, the teams that won, they won. They're the ones that weren't going to stick around. I mean, I wasn't surprised about Pittsburgh. I wasn't surprised about
Yeah.
a lot of them. I mean, it actually was kind of an easy weekend to pick games, and the 2 teams on the bye, they get a weekend. They got a week off. They got to watch everybody else beat each other up, and now they're going to, now they have a built-in advantage. So
That's it.
honestly, that's pretty much, those are the 2 impressive teams right there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this week's games. And game number 1, we got the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Buffalo 12-5, Denver 14-3. Buffalo was the number 6 seed. Both the NFC and the AFC had the same number of seeds in these games. The 6-1, 5, and 3, I think it was. Wasn't it 3 seed? I think that's what it was. But all right, this one's at 1:30 on Saturday, Pacific Daylight Time anyway, Standard Time. Denver favored by a point. Over-under is 46. Robbie, tell me how Buffalo wins this game.
Well, offensively, there's not much that they really need to change. It's going to funnel through Josh Allen, James Cook, with a little bit of Shakir, and then their tight ends in the red zone when they really need them. But the biggest thing that they've had issues with is their run defense. It's 28th in the league right now. Like, throughout the whole season, it's 28th in the league. I know that Denver's strength is not running the ball, but this will be their best thing, is to focus on the run game, because that's their worst spot in all of their game. But what comes with that is Denver's pass defense is a whole lot better than theirs. So basically they just need to, so for offense, no turnovers is their biggest thing. Defense, stop the run. Keep the ball out of Bo Nix's hands, and then I think that's really all they need to do. Josh Allen, granted, playing a lot of hero ball, I would say, hurting himself a lot, but that just tells you he will do anything to help his team win. So I like I said, offense, no turnovers, and I think they'll be all right. But they obviously have to move the ball, I think it's going to be a very good game, but it's stopping the run that they need to work on the most. So yeah.
All right. And I have Denver here. It's a lot the same, to be quite honest, though. Denver's defense is their strength. Top 5 in points allowed, third. Yeah, rushing yards, 91.1. They're second. Total yards, 278. Sacks, 68 sacks. They're number 1 in the league in that. Offensively, they're kind of in the middle of the pack, all over the place. And I agree the same thing. They can't turn the ball over. You can't give Buffalo extra possessions there. Cortland Sutton leads them with 74 catches, 1,017 yards, 7 touchdowns. RJ Harvey has 7 touchdowns. I think they have to win the turnover battle, though. I just think they have to be able to do that to win. Nix has fumbled 4 times, lost 2 of them, 25 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He's been sacked 22 times. I think Josh Allen was sacked 40 times, I believe, on the year. So the one thing that I want to watch for, I think Marvin Mims in the return game may be a factor in this. I think it could come down to a return somewhere during this game that could do something. And I look for him to have kind of an exciting game. So with that, my pick for this game, I'm going to pick Denver to win this one. Robbie, back to you.
Well,
Who you got?
I'm going to pick Buffalo here.
Okay.
Denver.
Okay.
When was the last time Denver won a playoff game?
Well, first time Bo Nix has been on the field. When's the last time that Sean Payton won a playoff game?
Well, he was
All right,
stuck
Rob.
for a long time. Where he would have won a lot.
It's been a while. Rob, who you got?
I will go with Denver on this one. I just don't believe in Buffalo right now. I really don't. I don't think they're consistent enough. I just don't think that their defense can stop Denver's offense. I mean, it just off a feel of it. It does not feel. It just. This is Buffalo's had a chance to exercise their demons against the Chiefs and the fact that in Baltimore and everything else, but it's not there. It's better luck next year, really.
Tyler.
Yeah, I'll probably end up. Boy, like I said, I don't know how bad he is, but boy, like I said before, Allen's playing tough. He's going to get a tush push. He's not going to throw a pick. He's going to throw high completions. They're getting first downs when they need him for 7 yards a pop with Shakir. What I like about Denver is their coach. I think he's the best in the league. He's a jerk. He's done jerky things.
Yeah.
But I've liked Sean Payton for a long time. I used to be involved in this gambling thing. I guess if that's what you want to call it. Where we put $100
for
in
entertainment purposes only.
For
entertainment purposes only.
So you would put $100 in the beginning of the year, and
you're not in the state of Washington. You're good.
pull your name out of the hat, and whoever's first gets to pick the first team that they think is going to win the Super Bowl. And we do that at the beginning of the year. We've been doing it for 20 years. And in 2010, I remember being in Aberdeen, Washington, sitting in the house that had the basketball court inside. God, what were their names? But anyways, I had the Saints because I was just such a fan of the way he used tight ends, used running backs, used Darian Sproles, had a 6-foot quarterback, much like Bo Nix, who's 6'2". Sean Payton, Bo Nix should be very, very grateful that he walked into Sean Payton as a coach. He could have been a million other high draft picks that walked into a coach that was an also-ran, that wasn't a quarterback whisperer, and developed guys like Payton. Say what you want about Payton. Payton's probably the best coach in the NFL. So I root for them to some degree, no matter what his issues were before or whatever. But it's just hard to go against Josh Allen. I know the record's not as good as it's been in the last couple of years. I don't think they've been getting up for every game. I think they know they didn't need to get up for every game. Not that you want that in a team, but I just think with Kermit the Frog out, with Lamar out, with all the other quarterbacks that are supposed to rival him year in and year out for a championship, he's got a road. He's got a road, and he knows it. And this is my chance, and I'm going to play tough ball, and I'm going to win this game by myself if I need to. So I'll take the Bills, but gosh, Bo Nix is lucky he's got Sean Payton.
All right. Travis, who you got in this one?
I just can't get over the Kermit comment because that's the joke on the couch every time they're playing. E3 up,
Hey, and welcome to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mine's more just personal preference more than anything. I want Denver to win. I think I like Nix over Allen personally, and you can't say anything against his. I was just kind of looking him up and everything, and tied the record with 24 wins in first 2 seasons, and I think it's a good song, good coach. They're playing a mile high, so Allen's got to deal with the crowd more than anything. So that's why I'm going with the Broncos.
All right. How about Brent? How are you doing? What do you think?
Well, Buffalo always finds a way to ruin 2 of my Sundays a year as a Dolphins fan. So I'm gonna go with Denver too.
Okay. All right. So we have Denver as a favorite in that one. All right.
Next year Brant can be a Dolphins fan. I told him I was a Dolphins fan when I was a kid, and then the minute I hit like second stage of puberty, I realized that you can't wear those colors in public, and then I just quit being a Dolphins fan because I look childish. So I told him last week. I said, you got a year left or 6 months left to be a Dolphins fan, and then you gotta give it up because you can't wear that in public.
He just has to wear the black color rush. That's all.
Okay.
I was a Dolphins fan back in '72. That was
then you grew up. There you go.
The first team that I was really familiar with. Of course, they were not losing any games at that point. So, all right, next game: San Francisco at Seattle. Little interest around here in this one. San Francisco 12-5, number 5 seed in the NFC. Seattle 14-3, number 1 seed in the NFC. 5:00 game. Lumen Field. Seahawks favored by 7. Over under is 41. Rob, for some reason, I got you with the 49ers here.
Oh my gosh! Really?
How can they possibly win?
Such a hometown situation going on. Go on.
I know. Okay. Okay. Sam Darnold on the injured list.
Questionable.
Questionable. That helps.
Is that?
I'm not joking. I think the Niners need every bit of the football gods, graces, and and
it's
a
little
bit of a little bit of Saint Bill Walsh, magic. I mean, the team is injured. It's been a mash unit all year. The defensive line is still banged up. The defense is full of holes. Warner's not going to play. He's looking better, but he's slated for next week. It's tough. It is tough to kind of find that little bit of Niner intuition. I don't know, to be honest with you. It's really tough. I think the Niners can, they've played extraordinarily well at Lumen Field. This is a rivalry where the away team has more of an advantage than the home team has. We've seen it this year. We've seen it in the years past. It's not, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that this game turns into an absolute, Saturday night disco where it's 42-41, where the offenses all go nuts and the defenses couldn't stop a fly. I mean, kind of like what the Niners did with the Bears a couple weeks back. So McCaffrey is healthy. Brock is healthy and has enough weapons to be able to run the offense. The only problem is the offensive line is going to have to figure out a way to make sure that there's holes big enough for McCaffrey to run through. That did not happen in Week 18. Of course, it was in San Francisco. So as I go back to the old tangible of, yes, the away team always has the advantage. So right now it comes down to the football gods are going to have to smile upon the Niners and give them a little, kind of try and even the playing field a bit while the Niners try and pick up as much. Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, go ahead with that's ridiculous. I haven't said anything out of the ordinary. Tyler, really, I haven't said anything out of the ordinary. I mean, seriously. Come on.
Calm down.
I mean, Kittle's out. Tongas is going to be back in. Tongas did quite well when Kittle was gone. Kittle was out early in the year. The Niners have found a way to patch the holes when the moment arises. So, and the Niners are going to have to do that yet again.
All right,
There
Tyler.
I'm sorry.
Seattle?
I am sorry you felt disrespected right there. I was not trying to do that, but hey, you've been good all year. I haven't had to wear the tinfoil. You haven't said any crazy thing, but I'm trying
because
to, let me finish. Come on, you're gonna like this in the end. I promise. I'm a nice guy, but as you sit there in the San Francisco hat, and we know you're the biggest Niners fan in the world. And last week, don't interrupt. Let me finish. And then last week, you were like Eeyore. We're gonna go get our butts kicked. And
the Eagles gave us the game. Even I started the entire thing this time
against the defending NFL champions. I think you beat, and here you are in this ball game. So I'm trying to understand if you're like the pitcher that won't change his jockstrap for good luck, and you're going to do the Eeyore thing again so you guys win. Or if you actually believe what you're saying, you got a better chance than that. Come on, get your San Francisco pride up. Seattle, for them to win, first down's the key. Talk about manager of the ball. You said that quarterback might be out, and I was bagging on him last week. He might not be a big play, bright lights, big city guy, but he's a good manager of the ball. I think the key is for Seattle to have good first downs and put them in manageable situations where they can use creativity, what they're going to do on 2nd and 3, and start bringing out some other plays that might break or whatever. But they got to be good on first down. I talked about this last week. You're dealing with Kittle. Not Kittle. That's a break. He's out. But you're dealing with McCaffrey. You run a 3-4. That strong safety is setting the edge on the run side. He's filling the hole on the backside, and he's guarding McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it didn't play out so much last week, but that's still, or whatever the week before, that's still a situation that the strong safety play in Seattle has to be great for them to win, because McCaffrey can win a game by himself. And you got to have, like Robbie said a couple of weeks ago when they played this game, I don't want to see him to go into the game late in the game 3-3, 10-10. I think Rob said 3-3 because, that's what they've done in the past. They have to have some sort of lead. It doesn't have to be big, but they have to have a little bit of an advantage. So they only have to have one score in play in the fourth quarter if needed to win the ball game. Don't go into the fourth quarter with Purdy the way he's been playing, Purdy, with a little bit of pixie dust on him too. He's a playmaker. He's going to make things happen. Seattle has to go into the fourth quarter with a score. I don't care if it's 4, 3, 7, whatever difference, for them to only have to have one score if needed to win the fourth quarter. But Seattle's defense is amazing, and I think Seattle obviously played the same defense. They got to be good on first down, because you're going to need some score some points in this game.
All right. Who do you have winning this one, Tyler?
Phew. God. Last week I told Rob that his team, he bet against his own team for the first time in history, I think. And I said, "Oh, you got it wrong this time." By the way, two, I won that. I'm, and he's doing it again. But I'm taking. You know what? I'm taking. God, I hate it. I'm taking Purdy Pixie Dust. I'm taking San Fran.
Oh,
What's the line? What's the line?
Okay.
The line is 7.
And Seattle's the favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Roll that money line. Let's go.
Okay. Rob, back to you now.
Jeez,
He's
come
thinking.
on.
He's thinking.
No, I'm not thinking. No, I'm not thinking. Me and Tyler are on the same page. We're both
Okay.
on the same page. Seriously, I think the Niners are going to win this. I have to rely a little bit on, is this superstition? No. No. You know what? Against the Eagles, I thought the Eagles literally gave up the game. It should honestly be, and it should honestly be kind of like the week before when I thought that Seattle should have won 42-3 instead of, what was it, 13 or 16 to 3? Yeah, 13-3. It should have been an absolute runaway, boat race. So this time around, no, it's not going to be a boat race. I think it's going to be super tight. It's going to be super competitive, and the Niners are going to come away with the victory, like they always do.
Always? What
Like
happened
they
last time
have
Seattle
done.
played them?
Do we just kumbaya for God's sake? So
Yeah, I know. We should kumbaya. Robbie, you know what? If we were in
What
San
happened?
Francisco, yeah, I'm sorry, Robbie. If we were in San Francisco, you know what? I would. It doesn't surprise. It wouldn't. It didn't surprise me. Week 18.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Oh, really? Yeah.
What
I know
happened?
who
I'm
won.
asking what happened. That's all.
You know what happened? You guys should have won more. How's that? You guys
We didn't.
did not. Yeah, you guys should
We
have
didn't need to win
more.
more. We did. We got enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I-
No.
I,
We beat you-
I
we
wasn't
beat you.
happy with it.
Does it count as a win? Yes. Does that matter? Yes.
All right.
Should have been more. Come on. It's a
Yeah.
rivalry. You put your foot on their neck and you snap it. Seriously. You put your foot on their neck and snap it, and the Seahawks didn't do that. Guess
Didn't
what?
need to.
Well, the Niners are going to this week.
We're gonna.
You'll
now
get a
we
chance,
have
Robbie.
fan versus fan instead of analytics.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You'll get a
know.
chance, Robbie.
I know that. I know that.
There wasn't enough bickering. I had to add to it.
All right. We're going to go to Travis now.
Aw.
Travis, who you got in this one?
I want to get rid of the bromance that we had there for a second.
That's what I was trying to do.
There we go. No, I think the defense is going to reign supreme on this one. I think Seahawks got an edge. There you go.
What'd
All
you
right.
call him?
You got
Especially with
Seattle.
the injury concerns.
All right. Brant?
So they're at home. I think home field advantage is a huge factor in this one, and I like how Clint Kubiak's offense looks. So give me Seattle.
All right. Robbie.
I'm not saying anything. You know.
Whatever.
Okay. Seattle. Seattle. All right. So it's me. I'm the last one here. So
Seattle.
What jersey you wearing?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's hear the
Steve
pick.
Largent.
Oh, is that 80? Oh, is that
Yeah.
Jerry Rice?
Yeah, I was going to say, you know who wore this last? It was
Jerry
Jim
Rice. Yeah.
He got the okay from Steve Largent to wear it. Anyway,
I met Steve Largent.
first game,
Me
or
too.
the last game they played each other, opening drive, shut San Francisco down, got the ball, run the ball down the field, couple of passes, get down to the 1 yard line, pass, get sacked for 13-yard loss. Get back to the 3 yard line on fourth down when they go for it. Nothing. Opening drive. Just trounced them all the way down the field with nothing. And like Rob said, they had many opportunities to score more. But Seattle has had home field advantage as the number 1 seed 3 times in their history. Each time led to the Super Bowl. The last time these two teams played, there was a tip. There was a tip ball that ended up Richard Sherman got to boast about it in the end. So
So is it going to be Witherspoon?
I'm
Wasn't
hoping.
Franco Harris.
I'm hoping it's Franco Harris. Hey, Franco played for Seattle too at the end of his career. So anyway, I've got Seattle on this one. I just so many injuries to San Francisco. They still scare the shit out of me, but I think they're going to be able to pull it out. I think the home field advantage. I don't know. I'm seeing all these talk about tickets that people are selling, and I'm just hoping it's not going to 49er fans. This has happened before, and you get much more red in the stands than we really want to see. So
I'm on the Rob bus. Isn't that nuts? Let's go.
all right.
Levi Stadium North.
No, we don't want that at all.
Levi Stadium North.
Rob.
All right. Next game. We're going to move on from that one. Houston Texans at the New England Patriots. Houston 12-5, Patriots 14-3. Houston number 5 team and New England number 1. New England favored by 3. Over under is 41. Brant, you've got the Houston Texans. What are they going to have to do to win this thing?
So the key in this game for the Texans is the defense, in my opinion. They're playing Drake May. Like he's got like top 5 in pretty much every passing category in the NFL. He's got the best passing percentage, 72%. So you need to have good defense, and offensively, CJ Stroud. I mean, you can't be afraid to dink and dunk. Honestly, like get it to your tight end, and like out routes, all that kind of stuff, short yardage, and just march down the field. No mistakes, no interceptions. And be careful. Like Mike Vrabel's defense is like sneaky good. Like he uses blitz in the perfect situations. Look for nickel packages, and that's the right time to take the shots. Nickel packages. So honestly, just don't be afraid to dink and dunk to your tight end. And then defense is the huge factor for the Texans in this game.
All right. New England, Travis, how does New England win this?
I don't want them to.
You get to pick whoever you want at the end.
I know. No, they do have May. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the toughest games that he has this year. I think it really does. It boils down to their offense, their offensive line containing and holding, keeping the pressure off of May from that defensive rush from Texans that they just punished the Steelers with last week. So let's see. I'm about as prepared as a freshman on prom night here. Sorry. So here's my thing. I think like Brant said, I think it really does come down to if they play their best games on each side, it's going to come down to coaching. I think the Patriots do have an edge on coaching just from experience purposes. I'm going to throw a Hail Mary here. I'm going to say special teams are going to make the difference on this. Vrabel's experience in special teams, just to have that, that's where he got his start. Special teams there's going to be a big special teams play, and that's going to make the difference in the whole game, I think, if they're playing good ball on both sides. So as far as my pick, I actually think the Texans are going to come into New England and take it.
All right. Brant, who you got in this one then?
Statistically, the Patriots are the better team. I think most people think they're going to win, but that's just unholy. So go Texans.
All righty. Robbie, who you got in this one?
I'm going to stick with the better defense and go with the Texans here.
They are all about defense for sure. Is New England back? Are they back? I'm going to take New England. I'm going to go with New England. Rob?
This is a tough one because I think New England had a pretty soft schedule.
They did.
I really do. I think, but Drake May has really kind of come through. He's He's a solid quarterback. I like New England's offense, and and you know what? I think it's been said already. The defenses are pretty much going to be the ones that come through on this, and there's a part of me that wants to go New England, but good gosh, I love that Houston Texans defense. I really do. What's the line on this?
I think it was 3.
3 to New
Yeah,
England.
Patriots favored by 3.
Okay, I'm going to go Texans then.
Okay.
Honestly, even with the weather, defense.
Tyler.
Is this the same game that Trav said that special teams might be a difference?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Oh, I hope that happens. I hope special teams or trick plays presents itself in the playoffs. We need another musical city miracle or whatever, right?
Music City Miracle.
No, it would be fun.
Yeah.
And so I do think he's right in that regard, because when I look at this game, Houston number 1 in defense for the year, New England 8. That ain't bad. Houston 10 on offense, New England 3. Don't we kind of have a wash? And if the maxims were true that, like Robbie said, the defense wins ball games, I'm going to take Houston. And they're both very high in the playoffs in defense, but I'm taking Houston just on the old maxim that if you're a even team, defense is going to win ball games. So let's see it happen.
Okay. All right. So we got Houston.
Dad, you need to do something.
The lone wolf.
You need to howl. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right. Lone wolf. Dang it. I didn't expect that. All right. We got the Rams at the Bears. The Rams 12-5. Number 5 seed in the NFC. Bears 11-6. Number 2 seed in the NFC. The Rams favored by 3.5. Over under is 48.5. This is a 3:30 game on Sunday. Travis, you're up with the Rams. How they going to do it?
I'm proxying this one to Brent. He knows more about them than I
Okay.
do. So, Brent, take a stab at this one.
Take the Rams.
So the Bears coming off of a great comeback game, they're feeling hot. So honestly, the Rams just got to come in again, no mistakes. That's the name of the game. And Sean McVay's offense, you just got to keep it clean, no interceptions, no fumbles. Matthew Stafford has had a history with bad turnovers at bad times, but honestly, it's the Rams offense just keeping it clean the whole game. That's the name of the game for the Rams.
All right. Robbie, you got Chicago. How does Chicago win? Good luck.
What are you guys talking about? How many points did they get in the fourth quarter to win a
That
ball
is true.
game? Because they were out of time on the hold on.
25.
Because they were out of time on the season. And they played their best 12 minutes or whatever it took to win that ball game, right? Don't be discounting Chicago. Hold on now.
We'll get to that. I know
They
who
need-
Chicago is. I seen them play. Go ahead, Robbie.
They need to not let it fall that far. If it's going to go down, they need to keep up with them. That's their biggest thing. If they let it fall that far, they're not. I don't think they're going to come back, especially against the Rams. They have the highest score, passing wise, the most passing yards and scoring, or something like that. They got to keep it close if they want any shot of winning this.
Okay. Who are you going to take in this one then, Rob?
I'm going to take the Rams still.
Okay. Brant, back to you. Who are you taking?
So the Bears, not a lot of experience in the playoffs last couple of years. The Rams, they've won a Super Bowl last 6 years, won it in 2020. So, and then Matthew Stafford, history, Super Bowl, been to the Super Bowl, coach, and then yeah, it's just experience for me. So I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Okay. Rob.
You know, I'm gonna go with Chicago because I think Chicago's defense is going to find just enough opportunities to make Stafford make some mistakes. I don't think the Rams are going to be able to run the football as well as they have in the past, and it'll come down to Stafford's arm. And I really like the secondary for Chicago. They create turnovers, they create opportunities, and I think a couple short fields for the Bears offense will do wonders. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Chicago on this one.
Okay. Tyler.
Well, I'm kind of forced to go to Chicago because a couple of weeks ago we played the pretender or contender game, and I called the Chargers a pretender, and that they, weren't going to go very far. So, but I'll tell you what, there's something about
You mean the
not
Rams?
being.
You mean the
Call
Rams?
a pretender?
Yeah, yes, excuse me,
Oh,
the Rams. Right, 2 weeks ago we played that game, and I said they were a pretender.
Right.
I was the only one. And well, look, Baker Mayfield beats Carolina in the last game of the year, potentially with the chance to go in if New England won or New Orleans won their game. It was a play-in game, and they didn't win that game, and they turn around and get in anyways, and they play your Chargers to 3 points. I still think the Chargers are a pretender. I'm going to take Chicago. I like the way they finished that game. I think they got some mojo going, and it's the Chicago comeback. I think that happened so quick in that game, and I don't think they just got all excited and lost their focus in one day and partied that game out. I think this is a buoy for 2 weeks, and they win another week, and I don't know if they go anywhere after that, but I got Chicago.
okay. Travis, who you got in this one?
Here's the deal. They got 12 wins, and I think they're going to go for a baker's dozen there, Rob. So we're going to go with the Bears.
Ooh, the Bears. Okay. So, what did you think of Mike LaFleur's and Ben Johnson's handshake at the end of the game? Did you see that?
Beautiful.
Lack of handshake, whatever. Ben Johnson's been pretty. I mean, did you see in his opening interview how he loved to beat Mike LaFleur twice a year, and just wanted to stay in the division just so he could continue doing that? They split the first 2 games in the season, so in
Job
the playoffs,
security.
he had to win. But there's someone on the Rams that is a Mike LaFleur ally. His brother Mike is on the Rams coaching staff. So I think there's going to be a little bit there. I don't think this is going to be close. I don't think the Bears are even going to hang in there. I really don't. The Rams defense is a whole lot better. They were up to week 15. They were the best team in the NFL. They were everybody's number 1 team. And Seattle came to town, or they came to Seattle.
Yes.
And was beating the heck out of Seattle.
Well, now you're on the
and
side of
and
the
gloating.
give a fit when it's against you, Rob.
and I don't even care. And
That's a professional. He goes on.
what's going to happen is that the NFC West is going to show the dominant division in football. The top 3 teams in the NFL come out of the NFC West. So I don't know who's going to be there, but there's going to be 2 NFC West teams playing to go into the Super Bowl. So give me the Rams all day. I'll give you I'd give up the 3 for that. So, all right. Anything to add to any of these games? We've got one more game to talk about, the college game.
I honestly cannot believe you went with the wafer thin line of a brother on the of LaFleur on the Rams like this, and that's what led you to go to the Rams. No,
I
that's
think. Well,
wafer thin.
I've
Wafer
seen.
thin.
I seen the Bears play the 49ers with nobody on the 49ers and could not stop a nosebleed. There's no way. They don't have defense to be able to take it. Yes, they get turnovers. That's the only thing they do. They don't stop anybody other than a turnover. They can't stop. Anyway, it's the Rams.
Yeah, they were ranked in the bottom 10 in everything except interceptions.
Yeah, that's it.
So
That
Let's
is it.
go Chicago.
And Sean McVay, you don't think he's going to have a game plan to play against Chicago? Yes, he will. Yeah. Anyway, Devontae Adams, the best receiver in football, Puka Nacua. That's not a bad team. 3 tight ends now that they play all the time. Anyway, God, I'm almost acting like a Rams fan, for Christ's sakes. What the hell? Okay. Last game. We have the Miami Hurricanes playing Indiana in the national championship game on Monday night.
Okay.
Number 10 seed Hurricanes and the number 1 seed Indiana. This game's at Miami's home stadium, the Hard Rock Stadium. Indiana's favored by 8.5. Over/unders 43.5. Rob, you have Miami in this game.
Thanks.
Actually, I'm going to have Tyler go first with Indiana.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I've been talking a lot about this recently. First of all, how many points did Indiana beat Alabama by, and then they turned around and did the same thing with Oregon?
I want to talk about it. That's what I want to say.
I am so jealous of what this guy's doing, even though he rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Of leading people. I've been talking this week to some kids about playing hard versus playing tough. Hard's 100% exertion, playing everything you got. Tough is a commitment to the integrity of your system, and just because I get called for a charge doesn't mean I'm not going to try to drive anymore. And just because whatever, and having that resolve. And if you follow Indiana football, Coach Sagan is every play is 6 seconds, and we win that play, and doesn't matter the result of that play, it doesn't going to affect the next play, and they just stack things, and that whole system, you're like, oh, it's got to be, it's a little hoo-ha, and they win 7 of 10 plays, and they beat people by 30 points. I don't know why we're surprised anymore by the Indiana story. It's fact, I don't even think this game's going to be close, right? I think it's going to be more of the same, and kudos to that guy. It's impressive.
All right, Rob, how about those Hurricanes?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I like both coaches. I think both coaches are solid. Are solid organization guys. I mean, Indiana. I know that coach. Look me. Google me. The line. Google me. And Cristobal has just. You know what? He had Cam Ward last year, and this year he's got Carson Beck. He's basically just keeping the. He's bringing back the U, as they say in the ACC. So, probably the one strength that Miami has is its defensive line. In fact, offensive and defensive line. If you look at both of them, their size, their speed, their strength is almost NFL level. I think Cristobal, as an offensive line coach by nature, has absolutely taken, has basically built a very strong, almost old school level of toughness into Miami football, which, Miami football used to be, glitz and, convicts and, with the, against Catholics. Yeah, the convicts versus Catholics, deal. I mean, that's the mentality the U has had for an extraordinarily long time. But I think the offense. I think it'll come down line of scrimmage, and that's really where Miami has to win the football game at. They have to control the line. They have to make Mendoza, think a little bit, make him uncomfortable, and just try and grind this football, make it an ugly, ugly, grinding, nasty, bitter football game. Make it, to where, you know, the
Cool.
networks have to start paying, free advertising to their,
Just
to
put more
to
blood
their,
on it now.
it's going to be ugly. The ratings are just, everyone wants to see a shootout, and it's just going to be Miami has to turn it into a slog fest. And that's really the only way they can truly slow down Indiana.
Okay. So in the end, can they do it? Will they win?
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even matter.
After doing all the research and reading everything about these two teams, you know what? I am still an Indiana fan. I mean, everything I've enjoyed watching Mendoza for 4 years. Being that Bay Area native, I saw him I watched him at Cal.
Yeah.
I watched, how that team, how Indiana has just taken all these, island of misfit toys and turned them into an undefeated team. It's been so much fun to watch, but it's actually kind of also fun to see Miami actually, not be, they're not dicks.
Right.
They're not. They're actually, that's a solid football organization over there. And that makes it tough, but I'm going to stick to I'm gonna stick to what I said last week, 2 weeks ago.
Indiana.
I'm going to go with Indiana,
All right.
and I think it's going to be closer than it's what everyone thinks it's going to be, but I think it'll be a comfortable win.
All right. Tyler, are you echoing that Indiana win then?
Close in Indiana. Don't think it's close, and I'm taking Indiana.
Okay. All right. Travis, who you got in this one?
I like both teams. They've been fun to watch. I like that Miami has kind of upset the whole kind of theory of like being a bubble team and making it in and making it to the championship. So it really just adding the fuel to the fire, the whole discussion on how the format is for the championship. But that discipline on that Indiana team, I think it's going to be hard to beat in a championship. So I'm going to go Indiana. But
All right.
this guy over here may think different.
Brent, what do you got?
You're gonna,
Oh,
yeah, there it is. There it is. I was
is.
about to go. Yeah, I'm going to see that. Yeah.
He just wants somebody from Miami to win. He's got the Dolphins
Exactly.
shirt on.
There's teams in Florida, so we're just going to
Doesn't Miami have a professional coach right there available to them right now?
Ooh,
yeah, they
too
do.
soon. I think it's too soon.
He's cute.
We don't have one.
I like him. I like his little banter with the.
Do you?
Yeah, with
I don't know, man.
The media after the games. He's kind of cute, but he's gone. All right.
I hadn't really followed a whole lot of college football this year, so I didn't think Indiana was going to be for real as they're winning. I'm thinking, they're going to get into the playoffs and then somebody will beat them. The dream will be over. And boy, watching them, oh my God, they are a team. I think they're going to win as well. But I think Miami will get some pressure on them, though. I think Rob's right with the defensive line. I think that's the only way Miami has a chance is if they can rattle him a little bit. So, all right, Robbie, to you. I know you just flipped the coin.
He just flipped the coin.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't care enough. It landed in Indiana.
Yep, Indiana. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay.
Can I say something before you move on about this game?
Yeah.
After they win the championship at like 30 or whatever, this is a big This is a big statement. I'm not joking. This is a big statement. I think he's going to have a run like Gino or Oriama.
Oh.
Wow. forget Nick Saban. Forget. I mean, I don't care. I do. This isn't there. This is not a one-time deal. Indiana is the best team in the nation for like 7 of the next 10 years. You watch.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he won't go after that NFL money when
I said this last time. Well, I said this last time. No, he wouldn't work there. I said this last time that wait till all these Alabama guys get rid of DeBoer and we want him. He just beat us by 50. They're already doing it, right? But God, hopefully he stays there and is loyal and whatever. Because if he does, I think they got a long run.
What a story with Lane Kiffin, huh? Just about willed Ole Miss to win that dang thing. If
He will via Twitter.
Yeah, that was quite a deal. All right. So, do we have any parlays put together? Anybody pick a couple of games to give our listeners a solid for entertainment purposes only? If you, like the disclaimer says, if you follow our advice, if you lose, when you lose, it's on you, not us. But if you win, feel free to go ahead and throw a donation our way and take care of things that way. Yeah, grease our palms. So who's got something? Tyler's got like 16 different ones.
Yes,
So-and-so
Yeah,
for the
Tyler's
first
got lots of them.
touchdown, and somebody's going to get the anytime touchdown. Go ahead, Tyler. You got something?
I do. I think Indiana money line or not money line, just line. If you don't take that, you're a moron. So you take that and you pair it with what is the spread in the championship game right now?
8.
Jeez, yeah, 30 is a lot more than 8. So I would take Indiana
I think it was 8.
and I would pair it with your favorite
8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
whatever, same thing, and I would pair it with your favorite team. And right now, the team that I'd like to win. What's the spread on New England, Houston? When I want Houston to win, they're probably getting
3.
points.
New England's favored by 3.
Yeah, I'm taking Houston and Indiana spread each of them. There's your parlay.
Okay, there it is. Sure to hit parlay from Tyler. Just remember,
that's
it's
a lot.
Tyler that gave you that one. So if
That's
you
just
drop
a
the
lot.
bucks on that, if you drop a dime on that one, then all the credit goes to Tyler. Who's next? Rob, you got something?
If there's anybody else, let me. I'm deciding between one
Okay.
or two here. So,
Robbie,
if
are
there's
you
anybody
ready?
else?
Robbie, you got something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Houston just straight up, just money line because easy. And then I got the Rams in Chicago over 48.5.
Whoa, Houston money line. Okay.
Are you allowed to play a money line in the parlay? That makes it
Yes.
way more
Yeah.
likely to win. Okay, go
Well,
on.
yeah. Your odds just wouldn't be as good in the end, but yeah. He would be getting the 3 points if he was
I
taking.
know.
Yeah. I got the Rams. To me, that's an easy one. Giving 3.5 to Chicago. What the heck? And then I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Buffalo and Denver over 46. I think they're gonna score some points up there. To you, Rob, if you're ready now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with the homer one. I will go Indiana with the. I'll take the points on that. And you know what? I will. I'll give the points on Indiana, but I will take the points from San Francisco in the San Francisco game.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, because I think that's going to be a lot closer. Even if the Niners lose, I think it's going to be less than 7. So, I think that's a good 2-team parlay right there.
Okay. All right. Travis, Brent.
Brand can't gamble, so there's that. I'm gonna go Super Bowl shuffle magic. I'm gonna go Williams over 1.5 passing TDs, Odunez over 2.5 receptions, and the Bears plus 3.5 in the second half.
You're doing a 3-team parlay?
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
That's
You only had to do a
Interesting.
2-teamer.
Interesting.
Dang, that's gonna bring real
You
money.
only had to do a 2-teamer.
Yeah.
Now, if he ties one of those 3,
Now, if we're
He's
putting
out.
our own money on the line, I got a whole different set of bets. But that's for the entertainment for the thousands of millions of fans we have out there right now. So
Well, there'll be more watching too as we go. So
If I
I'm
hit
going
it,
to
I'm
have
gonna be
Robbie
mad.
break this thing up and get all the highlights out of this video so that we can play it back in chunks after everybody is after all the games are done. So, anything to add for the weekend?
I got Miami going, winning 50-10. So
Ooh, 50-10.
The funny thing is, he puts his life savings on, and it's $5. He'll actually have to
There we go. There
Actually,
we go.
Brant, I've been probably most impressed by you. I mean, me and Rob, we've been around the block, and we're both long-winded, as you could have seen. But you're quick. You know what you're talking about. God, but Miami 50-3. What did you say?
50 to 10.
Get that
50 to
foil
10.
hat back on, Tyler.
Yeah,
Foil hat.
but you did a good job. Besides that,
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah,
for sure.
I second and third that as well. That was
Yeah.
nicely done. Seriously,
bunch, I
nicely
think.
done.
way better than Rob. Not even close.
Thank everybody here. So, all right, from all of us here at Rain or Shine, I hope everybody enjoys the great football on tap for this weekend. And we always got to end this thing with just 2 words. Robbie?
Go Hawks.
Ah!